Today we're celebrating a Mass of Thanksgiving. And like the good gifts that you give your children, few have been greater than this year. Where every Mass that these boys sat in these pews, Jesus sat with them. Every song they sang to Mary, Mary enjoyed hearing their voices. Every Our Father prayed, every act of charity, every act of virtue, God remembers. This year is a unique memory that will always be a part of who you are. Jesus was a part of this experience, and so Jesus will always be a part of who you are. And that is a very good thing. One of the most difficult things you will have to do this year is going to happen today. Saying goodbye. Now, as Paco said, Francisco Romero said so nicely in the Eucharistic hour we had on Thursday, we don't want to say goodbye, we want to say see you again, see you later. But will you say that? And more importantly, do you believe it? Or maybe deep down, you feel and believe that that this will be the last time. I have good news. You can see everyone again for certain. Today's gospel says, ask and you will receive. But I'm not going to ask you to ask God to see them again. Something better. Ask God for heaven. Ask God to go to heaven for you and your friends. And yes, you can ask for heaven. You can do that. And I invite you to do that. Ask God for heaven, because if you go to heaven, you don't have to say goodbye. If we are both going to heaven, I will find you there. On that day, we are going to tell some old stories about Oaklawn, and we're going to laugh and maybe cry a little bit. But it's going to be amazing that day. If you go to heaven, it will be amazing. So ask. Ask with your words, but even more importantly, ask with your life. Ask God to go to heaven with your life. So yes, tell your friends, your new brothers, that you will see them again, but then do it. Fulfill this promise. Make sure you get to heaven. Be strong. Be courageous. Be extraordinary. Be a man. Do the right thing when it's easy, and do the right thing when it's hard. That is what you promise when you say, I will see you again. I hope that these unique experiences created at Oaklawn will help you all get to heaven. I hope to see you again with Jesus. And I promise to see you again.